for the Yugioh podcast. I'm Bragg. I'm here with Lachlan.
Hey.
Ben.
Hey, how's it going?
And Jake.
Yo.
How's the weekend Yugioh? I'll start with you, Ben.
I went X1 with 6 Samurai tonight.
Can't tell.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Is that the one that you hit me with a few months ago?
Yeah.
Oh.
Just like modified to, yeah.
Oh, no.
I main deck Dark Ruler no more, and round 1 immediately came up. Where I got full combo by my opponent. I was like, Dark Ruler, Infinite Loop.
So...
I hate it.
So baller.
So, going second, the Infinite Loop, it's not an OTK. What happens to it? Is it a mill?
It is an OTK.
It is an OTK. You don't need to use the Dark Ruler.
Okay.
You generate like an unlimited attack
Yeah.
monster that just attacks over anything in attack position.
Yeah.
And it's game. That's how I won my final round against Dark. I just attacked over a Dragoon. He was like Rarities Fusion, and I was like, Rhoda. He's like, negate, and I'm like, full combo
Who the
attack
hell
over.
negates a Rhoda? Who the hell was
What?
Yeah,
He
Dark.
negated Rhoda.
Dark negated Rhoda. He like negates the Rhoda, I'm like, activate Gateway, full combo.
I swear, when I verse Duck, he's like thinking like 18 plays ahead. Versus negate Rhoda. What the fuck?
Yeah. Well.
I am so offended right now. Negate Rhoda. I would pray for people to negate Rhoda. I've activated Rhoda for the hopes that people
Do
negate.
you know how
It was
bad I
wonderful.
want everyone to negate Rhoda? I'm like, please negate this so I can tactics your hand. Please ask this. Make it easy. Please.
Has he never heard of Gamma?
No.
No.
I'm so angry right now.
Like,
Do better, Duck.
Well, I mean... No, I've savaged him on your channel before in that commentary. Who was I commentating with? Yeah, just...
I think it was me.
Yeah, sometimes Duck just plays like Duck. Well, sub-Duck.
Quack, quack.
We love you, Duck. Actually, you didn't even fucking listen. We don't love you. Jake, how was your
Yeah,
weekend?
we were talking to Josh, and we're like, "Oh, you could probably come on the podcast." And he was like, "What do you even talk about on the podcast?" And I was like, "All right, you're not coming on the podcast."
Invitation revoked.
Because like he was on Friday, I was like, oh, we could probably knock out the mailbag. But no, I'm glad I didn't.
Well, you
say
had the
that.
chance to come on tonight, and he was like, "Drop me a call."
So to sneak back by the popcorn aisle.
if you're ever in the area, you want to meet someone at top 16th at YCS, just show up at Coles at like 11:30 at night in Wollongong, and you'll meet him.
He'll sign a popcorn
Bless
bag
you.
for you.
It's not a pop fun.
Rainbow
Popcorn
Oh.
bag for you.
You'll
He'll
sign
be
your rainbow
like,
popcorn.
"This is why Prohibit Snake is bad."
He
This
plays
is what-
Prohibit Snake.
I know. He was like, "That deck list so bad,"
He goes
and then he made the exact deck.
He
list.
goes back on his like things all the time. Like, what was he telling Duck a while back? There was some card, and he's like, "Don't play that card." Almirage. He said, "Don't play that card." He gets yo-yoed off of Almirage so many times. Like, he's playing it and then he's not. Like,
Why would you ever run it?
It's because he runs out of Balinxes.
Okay, sure.
How does he ever get to a point? He's run out of Bailings.
He's running
and
two.
can still win.
Honestly,
So that he can fit the Almirage.
Honestly, it wouldn't surprise me.
Holy God!
Christ, just using it a minute later.
Did I ask you how your week was in there somewhere?
You did, and then we started talking. So I'm still playing a trash deck and hating it. I will be, I will say it on recording so it happens, building something again this week.
Is it bad?
I don't know if it'll be bad yet.
That's a yes.
No, that's the thing. I'm not sure if I'm just going to go back to Invoke Dogma or whether I do try something a bit.
Boring.
It is boring. But so is losing.
Just play 6 Samurai.
Ugh.
I can teach you.
Play
the-
Metaphys.
Oh, once the new support comes out, I'll definitely play Metaphys.
Just play Invoked Magnite. I bet you that's still a good deck.
It is, absolutely. Because it does the same thing that Invoke Dogma does, except it summons Dragoon.
That's
play
better.
better.
Just play that. That's better.
Yeah, look.
What the fuck? That's so much better.
Look, we'll work it out. Anyway,
How's your week, Lachlan?
Pretty good. Jake and I versed tonight in the feature match and Jake worked really bad. 2 games in a row.
Oh. So is that going to be on the channel, Ben?
It will be. Yeah. Won't be
You
up for
check
like
that
another
out.
week, but
There was one bit where I was like, he called Izolde off. He drew Prohibition, turn 1 both games, and I was like, well, that kind of sucks. First one he called Izolde, and I was like, oh, well, he's just full combo without Izolde. Then he called Hulk, and I was like, oh.
Yes.
I know summon 001 without without Hulk. How do you feel? And so I just hard made Charles immediately. There were 4 cards in my hand. And I 4-card combo into a single card. But it was okay.
Yes. So, good thing to know, people out there, if you're thinking of using Prohibition or Cherries, Isolde is not the target for you. You want Hulk, Linkross,
Hit Linkross.
Auroradon.
No.
Just not Isolde. Isolde is not... No.
Isolde is so, like, mediocre in that deck.
But-
Like, it's good, but you just never actually need it.
No, not at all.
If you hit the other stuff, surely Isolde gets you to another line of play that's also good. Surely.
I couldn't figure it out. I made...
Well, you couldn't, because Isolde was prohibited.
No, I could make Isolde in that second game. I couldn't make Hulk. And I was like...
Oh, so
I can make
I thought you
Isolde.
said
So
you
both
prohibited...
games opened 1 copy
Oh,
of Prohibition.
I thought
The
you
first
had- I
one
thought
I was
you
like, oh,
played
call
2.
Isolde, that way
I'm
you
like-
can't get to the tuner and then make Thingo and then make Thingo. But then he just did it anyway, and I was like, okay, game 2, I see Prohibition. Call the other one.
So what you're telling me is you should have prohibited Rhoda.
yes. I also forgot that I won locals on Sunday. That's feels so long ago.
Did they put store credit
I
on your
should
account?
Maybe check it.
Blake didn't put any store credit on my account.
Okay. I'll check it out.
It was like $14 store credit or some shit. And I was like, hey Jay, how much store credit do I have? And he was like, let me check that for you. You have none. And I was like, that is not correct.
Bruh.
But anyway,
It's one of those things with Blake. You either get several repairs in a day, or you get no recognition for your wins.
Friend of the show.
Poggers.
What
Anyway, I thoroughly believe Infinoble to be the best deck now. I'm convinced, utterly. I think it's got less choke points. Honest to God. And I think it plays through more.
I can definitely see that, because Dragon Link at certain points, like, it is very much interruptible. It's just people play it like they're fucking morons and just do it at every first interval that they can. Like,
They're
it's
like, they'll just hit Romulus immediately. And it's like, hitting Romulus is good, right? But it's like, you need to think about why you're doing it.
Yeah, that's the thing. And, like, I know that in my experience at least, that any time that I've hit Romulus, that's the end of the turn. But
Yeah.
I can also see that it's not always going to be.
Like, if you see something in hand, there's plays you need to think about, right? So, like, I think they're comparable in a way. It's like, you've got Hulk. Hulk's sort of better in Infinoble than it is in Dragon Link, because just Hulk in Dragon Link, it's not that good.
Yeah.
So it's almost like you switch Hulk and Izolde's usefulness for Romulus and Hulk in Dragon Link.
Yeah.
And I think more... I see Infinoble players, and like good Infinoble players, still playing to Izolde, and I'm like, you don't even need to summon it. Like, why are you wasting your time here?
Can confirm.
And then not running the second Hulk, and I'm like, you need this. Like, Luke's running Formula Synchron, and no second Hulk, and I'm like, why are you running the Formula Synchron then? Like, you never can do it without the second Hulk. You can't do the Formula Synchron play. I don't know. But, like, I also think a rip from hand, if you can choose the rip, is worth more than a negate. That's just my philosophy in the game.
I mean, Dragon Link can also do the rip from hand.
Yeah, but For some reason, the good players aren't doing the smoke grenade rip from hand, though.
That's true.
Maybe they're just not finding the cube. I can't find my cube.
Yeah, fair enough.
I don't think a single Dragon League player at our locals is playing the rip from hand.
No. They're playing the shuffle from hand with Lavinia, and it's not that great.
It's mainly because they don't have it.
Yeah.
Like
Probably, but
you-
like that's the best variant
effectively,
of that deck.
you
in my
and
opinion.
Luke are the gatekeepers of smoke grenade. No one
Harry
else
has one
them.
more.
Sorry.
Has anyone asked him for it?
No, I think Harry talks to anyone.
That's true. He just sort of sits in the
Should
corner
have
and does
borrowed
magic.
off him, but I need the cube.
He's very good at Magic, though. Apparently.
Yeah, apparently he's gone in there first week and beaten Blake, who's hyped it up for like a month.
Harry on his first day of F&M 4-0. How about that? What a king.
Breaking news: Blake is moving over to Keyforge.
Back to Hearthstone. I love RNG.
If
Mecha'thun. The old gods. Give me Yog again.
I'm proud of Harry. Proud of my boy, my son.
You never tell me you're proud of me.
Moving on.
That's that question.
But yeah, anyway, I think Infinoble's the best deck, and I've been really enjoying playing it. Infinoble is coming very, very soon. Probably the day after this is out.
I didn't realize this. There's more Infinoble cards coming out.
Yeah.
Yep, they're extra deck cards, and I have no space to run them.
Are they good?
Yes. It doesn't... What do you mean they? I only know one.
Well, you said card.
You said cards.
Well, I know of one.
Okay, well I know of one too. It's a level 5 synchro, I believe. Maybe it's level 6. I think it's level 5. Wouldn't make sense for it to be 6. I'll get the effect up. Because this is Yu-Gi-Oh! News. We're a Yu-Gi-Oh! News podcast.
Well, while you're looking that up quickly, how was your week in Yu-Gi-Oh! Bragg?
I started building prank kids, and then I heard the rumor that we might have been getting the packs over the weekend.
Yeah, we're not getting them.
Yeah,
Till
highly
like-
unlikely.
It's going to be at least a week after launch till we see them.
I just want my meow meow.
At least it's super.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Yeah, it's true. You're going to be tripping all over them. Unless more.
I mean, the ratios we've seen from the boxes that have been opened on
Don't tell me
YouTube.
it's a fucking short printed super.
Look, Konami said they don't do that anymore, according to some weird press release a year ago that never really seemed to make sense, but kind of tracked. Who am I to say they've short printed it?
Well, even Blizzard in the last set was a short printed super.
Was that?
Yeah,
Blizzard.
Blizzard was super short printed.
Like, I opened a case and I barely got a playset.
Well, like, I mean, I know that the people pointing to across all the cases eventually it would.
Apparently there's a party in this apartment that we weren't invited to.
Is it 2 people in there?
It'd be
Joy.
Luke and Joy, right?
Didn't sound like Joy.
It's Joe.
It's the girl.
Is she playing Rocket League with him?
It's
Maybe
the
she's probably just watching.
Oh, no one likes me playing games that much to celebrate or
I
heckle.
keep asking you to play Rocket League with me, you won't.
The other game you play is pogo.
And Ingress.
I've got
And
the...
Dawn of War.
What if I cheat?
Oh,
you
I
while you
played
look at
Dawn
that
of
shit?
War.
Bro, we versed. You had 3.5 hours played. I looked like 2 days later. It was like 14 hours played. And I was like, what the fuck went on here?
He's playing Dark Crusade, or
I'm just still doing the normal one. I'll just sit down and play.
Dark Crusade's the best. Dawn
Yeah,
of War.
that's I'm building up
I
to
don't like RTS.
because Dark Crusade, like I never was able to install Dark Crusade on my old computer.
Okay. I used
So-
to play Dark Crusade religiously.
Yeah, and like I know it's good, and so I'm going back. I'm doing it all. I'm gonna go move on to Dark Crusade. I'm gonna be a very happy man. Was it 15 years later?
It was like $12. So I was like, our internet bill was like 90 or some shit. Or something like that. One bill. And I was like, I can just pay you $12 in this game. And he was like, yeah, I want that.
Yeah, you like all the expansions? Yeah, fuck yeah, I'll play Dawn of War again. How's the synchro looking?
Yeah, so the Cinco Infinoble Knight, Captain Oliver, it's a tuner and a non-tuner monster, level 5. It's not a tuner though.
Okay.
Makes it worse than Roland, but its effect is... I'm going to read it out, and then you're going to give me your opinions on it. Alright? When this card declares an attack, while equipped with an equipped card, you can target one face-up card on the field, destroy it. During your main phase, except the turn this card was sent to the graveyard, you can target one warrior monster you control. Special summon this card from your graveyard as a tuner, and if you do, equip that monster you control to this card as an equipped card.
No, it's garbage.
That gives this card 500 attack. You can only use this effect of Infinoble Knight Captain Oliver once per turn.
Garbage.
It's not that good.
That's so good 5 years ago.
I want to
Maybe
point something
eight.
out here, right? It says, when this card declares an attack, destroy
Yes.
a card on the field.
Yes.
You destroy what you're attacking, you redeclare.
Okay.
That's not once per turn. If you can target, that's a board clear, if you've gotten through the negates.
Does it not say once per turn?
Nope. The second effect is once per turn. When this card declares an attack, so it's not in damage step.
Check the bottom of the card to make
No,
sure that
it says you can only
No, 'cause-
use this effect of Captain Knight, Infinoble Knight Captain Oliver once per turn. People have been going on about it in the Noble Knight Facebook groups.
I mean, so in theory, that sounds like a great effect, but realistically, with current boards, you're not having to clear an entire board.
For sure, but like it's still. I have no space for it. I have 15 cards in my deck, and all 15 need to be there, like in my extra deck. But I think this card is good. Like that first effect is definitely not once per turn.
Yeah, definitely not. It's kind
So
of...
it is a board clear against anything that is targetable. So just not Dragoon. Anything else clears an entire board of monsters.
Well...
And then gets to attack directly.
Look... I like that resurrection effect. It's just...
It is like having the tuner. It's good. I think it will come up, but I just cannot run it right now.
Yeah. It's one of those cards where it's definitely cute, but it's not game changing. It's not game
It's just
changing.
too good. I don't know what else I could cut.
And that is going to be in...
It's a new set.
It's in Phantom Rage.
My God.
And it's a super.
Ah.
I thought it was a common.
Nah, super.
Okay.
Roland should be a fucking ultra, but whatever. They made the shitty Roland ultra. Made the good Roland a common.
Well, on that note, we'll move on to the rarities. Right, so the four remaining secrets from last week's episode. Warning Point, the summon negatey.
The no material effect value.
Yeah.
I like it.
No material trap.
I think
yeah.
it's
It do be kind
Paleo
of broke.
time.
Pizza time.
God.
Zeus, the Sky Thunder.
Oh, the XZ that
Yeah.
just banishes everything.
Paleo time.
Zoo. And also with Zoo is Alpha, Master of the Beast. Will also be a secret rare as well.
Yes, Sundry time.
So we lost Pankratrops
Going
for this.
second time.
We lost Pankratrops for a secret rare.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they realised they fucked up when they made Pankratops like a common in the first thing, and they're like, oh no.
They were like, this shitty dino wrestler. Oh my god, the wasted money. We could have sold an entire set like this. We could have put this in Ignition Assault and left Lightning Storm for a later set.
Was it in Savage or was it in Ignition Assault?
What?
Pranktops.
Oh, Pankratops is way before that.
So
Yeah,
it was Savage Strike.
No, it's like way before that as
I
well.
think it might have been Circuit Break.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was super early. We had Pankratops for ages.
It's Pank.
That's what I typed.
Okay. Your
Soul
database ain't working.
Fusion. Soul Fusion,
Okay.
Dual Devastator.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it was a set behind what I thought it was.
Yeah, it was Soul Fusion.
Okay. Because I was going to say, it was in a set
Oh, that's
that
right.
was
That's when the
already
Dino
big.
Wrestlers came out, and I was super confused because the set was meant to be Fusion. Then it's like, we have Synchros.
Dino Wrestlers have fusions, right?
They have a Fusion, but it came out like 2 sets later.
Remember when Hulk came out in Savage Strike because it was a Synchro base set? I remember that. No one else remembers that.
So
Everyone
say
was
that
like,
again?
Remember when Hulk came out in Savage Strike because it was a synchro-based set and everyone was like, "This is a synchro
that's
card." It's in the set.
Yeah, no.
There we
Let's
go.
have multi-faker and pot of extra.
If Hulk was in Savage Strike, would it have lasted this long?
No.
Yes.
Would it even lasted like?
I think it would still be at 1.
I think it'd be at 3. It's where it is. If it was broken, it would be just as broken now as it would be anyway.
So you don't think this year is factored into their decision to keep it at 3?
No.
Okay.
As long as it's legal in the OCG, it'll be legal here.
Yeah.
It's one of those.
They
cards
want it
that'll
for
be in
Worlds.
most places.
Well, it's 2021. Where's it going to be? We'll find out.
North
China.
Korea. Same place.
And the last secret rare is the mutant fusion. I'm
Snake Rain. Snake Rain. Buy Snake Rain.
By odds.
so it turns like so. Let's just talk about them just in general. We'll get into the nitty gritty when we finally play through them and figure it out. When we start doing,
Yes.
when
we will definitely do that.
yeah, I am kind of keen to start doing deck breakdowns in the podcast just for extra content and stuff.
True. I've watched a couple of replays. I don't understand what they do.
Yeah, they are definitely weird, and they are all psychics. Actually, no, there's one
No,
beast.
they're not.
There's one beast.
Italy.
There's a machine and a spellcaster. What?
Yeah,
Italy.
their types are all over the place.
Italy
Yeah, but
come back.
the core,
The main ones,
yeah, the
like
core
the
little
small
cells
ones.
are psychics.
Italy
Yeah.
to three.
Does Italy really do much?
Do they have to be normal something?
It's
No,
kind of
normal special.
I picked number 3. Konami.
Isn't
choosing
Italy
how
then not just like
Italy's
search
going.
any card in the deck because you can
Yeah.
special summon the one that searches anything?
Yeah, so Italy is pretty good.
That explains why Etel is rocketing in price.
Italy is just like
Like ultras are
free
going for like.
summon.
There was a
$15.
time, a very long time ago, where Bragg told me, he said, if you find a first ed ulti Italy, pay whatever the dude wants for it.
Yeah.
And that long time ago was 4 days.
No, I would have had that opinion before this though.
It's true though. Like you don't see them.
Well, you can't see them. Well, I mean,
And that
very
guy grew up
hard.
to be Albert Einstein.
What is it, John C. Telly?
Oh my god. Oh my god. What was that?
Look, it's fucking 3 a.m. Okay.
Yeah, true.
It is 3 a.m.
But yeah, I've had this rant on the podcast before. It was only in the tins. If you ever see a first edition Jules Genesis, pick it up. But not my Goyo Guardian. I miss you, Goyo Guardian.
I swear I had the opportunity to pick up an ulti Italy at some point. I didn't do it because I was like, I have ultras. It's fine. I have like a playset of ultras. Don't need ultis.
I can only farm 2.
I have golds. I don't need this.
Oh, the other
Screw
Etel
the
is
rules.
probably
I
in
have
wherever I
money.
put the other Cosmo cards. So I made a Cosmo Highlander deck for whenever we're going to play a Highlander tournament.
Ah, yeah.
And just wherever those are. So I've only got like 2 Dark Destroyer, 2 Fire.
So they're there somewhere.
They have to be somewhere.
I swear we found your third Dark Destroyer at one point. Like when it came back to 3.
Oh, I mean, but that could be like just an extra Dark Destroyer I ended up with. The original one I had was definitely with this pile of Cosmo cards. And Italy.
Yes, Cosmo. Bro, if Italy came back to 3, Cosmo's good again. I'm positive of it.
But wouldn't mutants be good? But otherwise, yeah, they're just super weird, and we'll figure them out eventually. I'm not.
It seems like they're going to struggle in the resource game real hard, real
Yeah,
fast.
that's what it is. It seems like they start well, but like they just get out grinded if it gets to a grind game.
The one aspect of them that I saw that kind of like keeps them in it is I saw people using Nemesis Keystone as the discard for one of their negations because like you banish it from hand and then the end phase it just brings itself back. So like you always had a negate. So that's
Yeah.
one aspect of them that I can see
Okay.
working, but beyond that, they're kind of trash.
I just don't rate Nemesis at all. Maybe it's just because I'm like, I've not seen it do crazy things. I
That's
just
the
don't
thing.
rate
It needs more. It just didn't get enough to actually make it viable. Like it
Like, it's
had
interesting.
3 main deck monsters, 2 massive boss monsters, and a spell.
The fact that it lost Colossus.
Yeah.
If we ever got to see it with Colossus, it probably would have been a lot better. Because it
Yeah.
has a card that is just like, oh, would you like to summon Colossus in this deck? Oh, it's banned.
Have you banished a monster? Oh, good news! You can make Colossus.
Have you seen the mutant continuous trap cards that?
No, they released at the end, I believe.
Yeah. So we only knew initially only the 12 originals, and then they definitely do help with the resources. One is when you activate it, you can target one level 4 or lower mutant monster from your deck, and either add it to your hand or special summon it.
You did say trap card though.
Yeah, but if you're worried about resources,
Akira's back at 1 now. You just summoned that.
but then if you're worried about resources, then you're going to get the resources in the second turn.
Yeah, I think their issue is turn 4 or 5. They because they blow all their resources turn 3, and then it's kind of screwed.
That one also saves a mutant from being destroyed. The other one, there's no recycling stuff I can see. Oh no, here we go. Target one, banish one mutant. No, actually no. There's no recursion. Well, what do you do? Into the rest of the TCG exclusive cards, which I will talk about. Mohammed the Fairy Dragon. It's a level 5 light dragon tuner effect monster. Attack 0, defense 2500. During your opponent's turn, when either player takes battle damage, quick effect, you can special summon this card from your hand, then apply one of these effects. Gain life points equal to that battle damage, or inflict damage to your opponent equal to that battle damage.
Okay.
OTK assist?
That's just a magic cylinder, yeah?
Yes, but then you get to special summon the monster.
It also doesn't negate the damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can either heal back the damage you took or reflect the damage that you took.
Magic Cylinder targets, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't target them
Okay.
as well.
Theoretically, you can just cheese your opponent and be like, look man, I bricked a past turn in time, and then
yeah.
I summon this. I'm just going to end it now. I'll attack, and you're like, well, cool, I took the damage, but you also take damage.
And then they attack with the other monster.
Then they attack with the rest of their field against your one back row that you've already activated. They're like, you're the master.
They're good guy, and they only summon one monster because they're like, I'll just end it quickly.
I would feel bad. I'd take it, but I would feel almost. Yeah, I'd feel bad. Yeah.
Prank Kids in Time are going to be fun.
Yes. Plus 500. Trade the trends.
No will not be like.
So I haven't read this card. Jabbing Panda. It's a level 3 Water Beast Warrior monster. Water Beast Warrior effect monster. Attack 1500, defense 1000. If 2 or more Beast Warrior monsters are on the field, you can special summon this card.
What level?
Ooh,
3.
Yeah.
Boo!
You get special summon
this
Jabbing
man.
Panda once per turn this way. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can target one face-up monster you control against 500 attack. It's not a tuner. I guess you can link with it.
It's just link fodder.
Yeah.
It's kind of helpful for Tri Brigade, I guess.
Yeah.
It's kind of all it does, though. It's kind of garbage.
If this was level 4, as a cute zoo extender.
Oh, bro, that's so
They've been
cool.
quite good at cucking us with the levels of their TCG support. Because there was that...
You can make Acid Golem.
You could do that. Or you could make something good.
Is there a rank 3 that attacks directly?
Yep.
Leviathan?
No, Leviathan.
Just attacks twice.
No, Shark something.
Attacks
Yeah,
twice, right?
yeah.
I swear there was something that
Nightmare
attacks
Shark.
directly.
Nightmare Shark.
Okay,
that's
yeah,
it.
yeah.
I thought Nightmare Shark attacked twice.
Nightmare Zeus.
No, Nightmare Shark attacks directly. I remember because some guy at the Pentworth Regionals got cut because he was going to summon against me next turn, but I was like, well, you didn't because I fucking killed you.
Because Leviathan is probably the attack twice.
I was going to attack directly against you next turn and win.
Legit. He's like, oh, if you didn't summon that monster to Deco Talker's zone, I was going to win next turn. I was like, yes, well...
Anyway.
Instead I won. 'Cause I'm better than you.
Leviathan is a detach on material. This card gains 500 attack.
Okay.
But has no material, cannot attack.
Yeah, so
I
that
know
was...
it had some attack effect.
So yeah, Leviathan was okay because you were able to detach the material, so it goes back to graveyard. Like every other level 3 at the time, you couldn't immediately spark off. So that was reasonably good. What is the attack twice one? Let us know.
Directly.
It is Nightmare Shark, isn't it? He just read Leviathan.
Attack. No, attack. So I want to know attack twice.
Okay.
Oh, attack twice.
Yeah.
What rank 3 attacks twice?
There's definitely a rank 3 that attacks twice.
Let us know in the comments. And we will definitely do a mailbag podcast in a couple of days. The day after the Infinoble.
Yeah.
And to finish off, Paralysis.
Sorry?
Yeah, that's how you say that. Empress of the Blossoms. Level fight.
Oh, yeah.
Fight. My god, I'm breaking down here. We've got to stop doing these at 3 a.m. Plant, Cinco effect, monster attack 1600, defense 24. Once you know, so generic materials. Gains 400 attack for each plant monster you control, except this card. Oh, boo. Who cares? During your main phase, you can special summon one level 5 or higher plant monster from your hand or graveyard in defensive position, except itself. You can only use this effect once per turn. Oh, that's pretty,
Average.
this would have been great fucking in
Everything needs to be once per turn.
Yeah.
There is a new card for Blazing Vortex just got announced.
Oh, what is it?
It is Miradora, Skywing of the Whirlwinds. So you can only use its first and second effects once per turn. First effect is if your opponent special summons a monster with 2,000 attack or more from the extra deck, you can special summon this card from your hand. If this card is special summoned from your hand, target one face-up monster your opponent controls that was special summoned to the extra deck. It cannot activate its effects while this card is face-up in the monster zone. So if your opponent summons something with 2k attack or more, you negate it and summon the monster.
Hulk 1500.
We just use it on Auroradon.
You just make Savage first, right? Oh, I guess you just negate Savage. Oh.
No, well, the problem is that it summons itself and then negates as a separate effect. So, like,
Yeah, so it wouldn't even be able to.
yeah, the way that chains is dumb. Otherwise, it'd be better.
What the action? I missed a key part of the text here. The first and second effects of this card's name cannot be negated. Also, the activation cannot be negated.
God damn it.
What the fuck?
Okay, so yeah, negates Savage.
Okay, this card's nuts.
Yeah.
That is insane.
Like I
Wait,
said,
is the negation until the end of the turn?
While it is face up.
Oh, that
This
is
thing also
bastard.
has a 2600 body. Had 2600 defense booty.
And the last, another Blazing Vortex card that's been announced. Teros L. Kunigaius.
You could be making this up. I
Yeah,
believe it.
yeah. It's Seb's new D&D character's name.
It's a fucking Minotaur that's also retarded. Oh wait, that was his last character.
Based off a character of Jesse's.
Who Jesse hated and had a nap instead of playing. He literally came and fell asleep on the lounge.
Character development.
Light Fiend, Link Monster, 3000 attack, Link 5.
Oh yeah, this card's sick. This is so good.
4 effect monsters is the materials.
4+.
If you would link If you would link summon this card, you can use up to one of your opponent's monsters as a link material.
So good.
First effect, it discards link summon. Negate the effects of all face-up monsters your opponent controls. Second effect. This link summon card is unaffected by your opponent's activated cards and effects except those that target it. Third, once per turn, when your opponent activates a spell or trap or monster effect that includes an effect that special summons a monster from the graveyard, you can negate the activation.
Wait. That fucking targeting one's so good. It's like, oh, Dropless Dragoon no target? Fuck you. Nah, you can't do it.
Forbidden Chalice is coming back.
Yeah, let's play that new Forbidden card.
Vela.
Challenge?
Yeah, but it doesn't matter because it fucks off the ones that target but don't.
Look, I'm pro this card coming in acting like a Dark Ruler No More you can access with 4 shitty monsters.
I think it's good.
5. But, yeah, it's staying up on the field. It's not as, like, oppressive as a Dragoon or a
Yeah.
Dragoon.
Just a good.
Just link off with Dragoon.
What?
Okay.
Link this into Dragoon.
No, it's the other way.
Like, get 4 monsters and then use Dragoon as material.
Link their Dragoon as a part of it.
Yeah, that's like, yeah, it adding Dragoon and then if you somehow get 4 monsters on the field without...
Maybe he wasn't that thirsty.
R.I.P. Crackerhouse. Oh, yeah, this card's fine.
Here's what I think. A lot of people are thinking about it now, right? But there's other cards where I'm like, this card's not that great. And then like later on it gets mental. Like, we just haven't seen what this card's meant for yet.
Yeah.
I think when you look at cards where like, oh, this is good in a vacuum, if they're being released now instead of back then, like if they're now, they've got a plan for it.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sold on it yet.
It's not, like, for me, like, if I pulled it, I'd be like, oh, cool, I have it. But I'm not sure if I'm rushing to get it.
I just hope it maintains this whole, like, everyone sort of thinks it's shit, so I can mass buy them. At
It'll
launch.
be a secret rare.
Sure, but sales pitch was a secret rare.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
And it's still $3.
Pulled
Yeah.
it.
And it will be $3 for its entire life.
No, it'll get reprinted next year and it'll go to $5.
No, you haven't seen the stuff that's coming out that makes it good.
There's nothing that can come out that'll make sales pitch good, but this is an effect monster with a good effect.
Theoretically, sales pitch is good. It's just slow.
Yeah, but there's no slow.
It's real slow.
Bragg had the good idea of just using it in Dragon Link. Once you've used Unigates, instead of making the Heretic Seal, you just make IP.
Yeah.
And then if you use all Unigates and they play through it, you just IP away your useless monsters and their thing.
Well, you can't do their thing.
Why not?
Because it says your monsters.
If it's your turn, you can use their monsters, but...
Yeah, but if you're IPing...
Yeah. So if you're using IP's effect, you can't use their monsters.
Yeah. So yeah, well, the plan was, you've used all your negates.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, you have a surplus of monsters. I always just seemingly end up with random monsters on those boards. You just go, oh yeah, I'll just turn them into IP and see
No,
how we
if
go.
you can't IP them, it's not worth it.
Oh well. That's that for this episode. We'll be back later in the week for an mailbag.
It's Yugioh.
No matter